All right. Okay, guys, you already know what time it is. All right. Just okay. All right, guys, welcome to today's live stream. We have a very special guest in the building. If you guys want to give me a quick little feedback in regards to sound check, hopefully things sound good for you. This is episode 2 of Abba Goes on Some Live Dates. All right, I was super inspired by what Skippy does, and I felt like, yo, man, let me pull the Skippy without being so creepy. Feel me? So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I got a special guest all the way from Sweden. Her name is Aloya, and so we're gonna be doing a live date for y'all. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the little Law and Order SVU theme. I don't know what y'all wanted, to be honest with you guys. I'm still trying to figure out this whole setup. But yeah, this should be fun. Just be civil in the chat. You know, this person's not necessarily like a giant social media personality, so yeah, should still be fun. Aside from that, you know, let me get in the mood. Let me get in the mood a little quick. Oh yeah, let's go. This is how I get ready to go out, you feel me? Put on some perfume. Hey, let's go. You already know, man. Let's get those likes up, you know what I'm saying? Hey. All right. I'm gonna stop playing. All right. Oh man. Yo, somebody said don't simp. Bro, I never simp. I never get caught slipping, okay? Put some respect on my name. You already know what time it is, you know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, we're gonna stop playing. All right, just wanted to play the song. We want to let you guys know the song's coming soon. But right now I'm gonna bring our guest in, so I'm gonna be switching that up. So let me do that real quick. Okay. All right, so they should be able to see you in 3, 2, 1. Hey, all right, I did it. Okay, cool. I feel really good because I was getting nervous about this whole setup. Let me just, what? I look too serious at the moment. Let me just bring my head down so we're both approximately the same height. Are you nervous?
Yes, a little bit.
You're nervous? Why are you so nervous? What's making you nervous about the whole experience?
I don't know, because we're live. There's a lot of people watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Never put myself out there like that.
Yeah. Right now in Sweden, apparently you guys are not taking this lockdown super seriously. That's what I heard.
Yeah, we never really had a lockdown to start off with. So yeah, life is going on.
Yo, people out here are still going on dates. Doesn't matter. They be on Tinder, they be on Bumble, they be on all these apps. Even though they can't see another human being, they're still out there dating. So I'm just wondering, like, is dating life really different right now in Sweden?
Are you corona-wise?
Yeah.
Not really. Like, we have a little like restrictions, but nothing really too crazy. Like, they tell us like, oh, we recommend you guys to wear face masks if you guys want to. Like, it's great, but no one is forced to do anything. And yeah, like restaurants now, they close around 8:30. But yeah, other than that, we don't really have any restrictions.
You know what I mean? That means you got to have some daytime game. You got to take a girl out during the day, you know? Can't have any terrible thoughts. You got to be respectful because it's done before 8:30 p.m. Yeah. That's one of the tough parts about this, you know? Like, I remember, I think it was like 3 months in, we had a curfew. So people had to go home before 8:30. And one time, this person I was seeing, she was like, could I swing by around 5? And I was like, nah. Because you only have 3 hours, and last thing I want, you know, especially because I work throughout the night, is for her to be like, can I sleep over this evening? I'm like, oh, this is not the day. So yeah, good. It's a good way to start the date. Just kind of show you I'm a bit of a piece of shit and I don't let people sleep over. So yeah, you are all the way out in Sweden. I actually never been to Sweden, never had any plans to go. But I did wanted to ask you, like, what is dating life like in Sweden? Is it drastically different? Have you ever been on dates anywhere else, or has it always been Sweden?
Well, I'm born and raised here in Sweden. So I haven't really been anywhere else.
Mm.
The dating life here, where do I start?
Ooh, that's how you know it's
The
about to get good. If someone
the
says, "Where
pe
do I start?" Let's go.
well, I don't think I'll be kind of biased because I've never really been on a date with a Swedish person.
Mm.
Um, I don't know, Swedes generally, I don't know if I should say this, but yeah, we're known to be like cold people,
Okay.
very like antisocial, reserved, um, all of that. So I haven't really been on a date with a Swedish person.
Mm. Do you
But
feel like
yeah,
that's true though? Do you feel like your folks are actually cold and distant, all that stuff?
uh, yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's cold, like 9 months out of 12, and
Mm.
then we have a short summer, and it gets dark super early. So I think the environment plays a major role.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I would definitely say like if you compare us to like even other parts in Europe, people here they're like people don't really talk to strangers. They respect like your privacy,
Mm.
your personal bubble, all of that stuff.
So when you say you don't date Swedes, do you mean like you just don't date people of like Swedish origin, or no, like the dudes you be meeting, like one lives in Italy, another one might be in the UK. You be like, man, we flying
No,
out to
they
go eat dinner.
no, they are from Sweden, but not like Swedish, like
Okay,
ethnicity.
okay. So what the like the immigrants don't have a cold temperament like the local Swedes?
Not really. I think we have some warmth left in us,
Why
but
did you Why did you say it like that? Why are you throwing Swedish people under the bus like that? You just Hey man, you're
because
doing great. You're doing great for Swedish tourism. Everybody wants to visit now, so that's good.
yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's not me. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? When this live stream's over, you're going to have to face your fellow Swedes. So they'll be like, yo, why are you slandering us like that?
It's the truth.
It's
So
the truth. Do you feel
yeah,
like your girlfriends also complain about the same stuff?
yeah. I mean, I don't really know. I don't really have a girlfriend that goes for Swedish guys. I feel like the Swedish army is gonna attack me right now. After saying this.
Yo, why you guys talking bad shit? I'm starting to feel bad. Yo, listen, yo, guys, if you're in the chat and you're from Sweden, put a one. Let's put some respect on Sweden's name. But yeah, I personally, of all the places in Europe to visit, Sweden's never been on my list. First off, all I heard about it was that it's cold. Y'all pay a lot
Yeah.
of taxes, and you take
Hmm.
care of your people. But outside of that, everyone told me like the same thing. The temperament of the people is cold. They don't really like approaching strangers and all that stuff, which is great. I'm sure catcalling is not as common.
No, not at all.
Okay,
People are
cool.
hella like respectful here.
That's good. That's good. You should
Yeah.
definitely go to New York. They're very respectful there too. Have you been?
No, I've never been to New York.
Where have you been to? Have you like left Sweden
I
much at all?
yes, I've been to Sudan. That's where
Okay.
I'm originally from.
Okay.
I've been
East Africa.
to yes. I've been to London.
Uh,
I've been to a couple countries in Europe. I've been to Greece, Holland, the
but
Netherlands.
but you've never been
Um,
to the greatest country on earth, America, right?
no, I've
Why
never
not?
been across the pond.
You've never been across the ocean. Why not? What happened?
No,
Why not? Why are you not trying to visit us?
I don't know. I've never really. I know a lot of people like want to go to America and stuff
Mm.
like that, but I've just never really uh, seen it. As
Would you
appealing.
would you personally prefer if dudes were more forward or were because like I imagine in your case people are much more reserved, so they're probably not making moves nearly as much. Would you prefer if dudes was more like, hey, what up, ma?
I mean, to a certain extent, yes. Like, you don't want to go somewhere and then someone DMs you later, like, "Hey, I saw you before."
Oh, has that
Like,
happened to you a lot?
yeah, that's happened. Like, yeah, once or twice.
Hold up one second. Somebody at my door. I think they found out I was talking shit about Sweden. Let me come right back. One second.
Okay.
All right. I'm back. All right. My apologies. You're gonna have to forgive me. So yeah, I wanted to ask you about that question. So wait. So homies just be seeing you at like events, and they be like, "Ooh, she's fine," and then they just pull out their cell phone. They be like, "Is that what happens?"
I mean, yeah, that's happened before, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Yeah.
Well, the opposite end of that spectrum is not the best either. Like, one thing I've heard is sometimes like dudes can be too much, too forward, and too constant, and so every time you go out, people is always on you, right? So there's a bit of that. There's a bit of that double-edged sword where it's like, man, I wish dudes would approach more, but on the other side, it's like when they approach too much, it could be really annoying. So do you ever make the first move? Do you ever see a dude and be like, damn, you cold and you Swedish? Like, do you ever go up to guys?
You're cold and you're Swedish.
Yeah.
Let me see if I've ever made a first move.
Oh, if you have to think that hard, you probably haven't.
No, I mean like it's different. I feel like it's different, like the way girls move, and then the way guys.
Okay, all right. Then
Like,
tell me how you moving out
like,
here in these streets.
Like you gotta be subtle with it, and you gotta make the guy think that he's the one making the move.
Oh, okay. What is this reverse psychology? Go on, tell us.
Like, I don't know, like you start a conversation. It doesn't even have to be anything like flirty or anything like that. And then from there, take it from there, or yeah.
Okay. So flip it on me. How would you start a conversation, right? You're at an event, right? People are getting together. There's some cheese in the corner on some tables, you feel me? And you know some of the folks, you don't know a lot of the people. You see a dude, he's kind of cute looking. How would you start the conversation? That's what I want to know.
Okay. So first, you gotta be strategic with it, right? So,
Okay, my bad. All right, let's go. Walk me through this strategy. Yo, let me get my pen and paper. I need to take notes. Okay, go ahead. Tell me about this strategy.
So the strategy is, so we got our target, and then we assume that he has some friends with him.
Okay.
But you don't go start directly to the target.
Right.
You go smoothly. You start talking to the people around the whatever company he has with him, and then, yeah, eventually, you're gonna end up introducing yourself to him.
And that's it.
And
so you just be going at all the friends of friends trying to get things popping.
No, I wouldn't move to the friends.
Okay.
But you would just start a conversation with the group.
Would it be so difficult for you to just go up to the dude and be like, hey, man, listen, thought you was kind of cute, wanted to come say hi. Would that be like, oh, did you just dial me? Would that be too difficult, or that would be too frightening for you? You can be honest. I'm not.
To go directly? I mean, I've never done that before, so...
Most of the guys have always made the first move for you.
Yeah. Like, I've never actually in my life seen someone where I was like, oh my god, I really have to, like, talk to or introduce myself. Like, I'm not really, like, big on, like, looks, or, like, you have to have more than that.
Right, you know? And you won't be able to notice that just by looking at somebody, so that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I usually don't really go for the most, like, charismatic, the loudest, the most charming person.
No.
I like the weird, silent person.
You like the weird, quiet person who doesn't talk?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's perfect. Those are the, like, number one people who approach you, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
No, I was being sarcastic. They will not be approaching you. So your type is silent, quiet people.
No, it's not really. That sounds bad.
Yeah. You just want a man who just doesn't talk and just shuts up and stays in the corner.
Like a door. No. Well, I'm very, like, talkative and somewhat social, loud, all of that. So I feel like to balance that out, I need someone that's more of like a listener, not so loud. And yeah, I don't like guys that, guys that be making everyone around them feel special.
What? Oh, no, you're going to have to explain that one.
That sounds bad again.
Yeah, that sounds terrible, but it's all good.
Yeah, like the most, I don't know, charismatic guys. I'm not really, like, it's great if they're, like, as friends, but, like, as a man's, I don't know about
Why? That. Is it because you feel like it's you would have a hard time trusting someone like that?
No, it doesn't really have to do with trust. It's more like I just don't want you to be doing the most.
Okay, go on. What do you mean doing the
Uh,
most?
I don't know, like I feel like everyone knows or has that guy friend that
Mm,
like compliments everyone and makes everyone feel like super. Like I don't know, some people are just um very like flirty,
mm-hmm.
and that's okay. That's totally cool, but that's not my type.
That's not your
Like
type.
I want, yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely not your type. I'm out here flirting these streets. I'd be like, "Hey, what up, ma?" You know, I'd be going up to people. To be fair though, when I'm normally with somebody or just one on one, it's like let's say like if we've been dating, I'm traditionally like very quiet. That's actually always been a problem for me. People be like, "Ah, but you don't talk much." I'm like, which is interesting because I'm online talking all the time. But yo, in my personal life, I'd be like this, just chill.
Yeah, that's very hard to believe.
I know. Preach me. He deals with it all the time as well. Because sometimes we'll go do media stuff, or we'll go do, in person things, and I'll just be in the corner just chilling. And then people are like, why is Abby being antisocial? I'm like, I'm just chilling, man. I got nothing to say. Um, but I did want to ask for you. You're what? You're like 24,
Yeah, I mean turning 23.
23. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit. Ever since I hit 30, every time I look at somebody's age, I'd be like, oh, that's not so bad. And then I think about, it, I'm like, man, there's like a 7 year difference. What is the oldest man you've ever dated? What's like been the biggest age gap for you?
Um, Probably not that big of an age gap, to be honest. I think um like 5, not more than 5.
No, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
One time I was dating this one person. She was 13 years older than me, and
Wait,
it
like
didn't.
cougars?
What was that?
You like cougars?
Oh, I don't like cougars. I like everybody. You know what I mean? I'm flexible. Yeah, as long as you're not like massively younger than me. I don't want to be illegal or anything. But yeah, generally, like most of the dates I've been on, always been women who are like vastly older than me or like slightly older than me. That's been generally the
Like in their
consensus.
40s?
No. Since I hit like 27, that's definitely slowed down. But when I was 20, I dated someone who was like 32 for a bit. When I was like 23, same idea. So yeah, just for some time. It was just oh my god, yo, my mom called me, man. She knows I'm I'm on an East African date. Shut that off. But yeah, actually, when I announced that you were going to be coming on, a lot of people got excited because as soon as they see two East Africans, they get all excited. Your parents put that pressure on you too?
Uh, yeah, I'd be lying. I mean, I want to say no, but yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Have they been offering the whole arranged stuff a few times? Oh, I know somebody or someone. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yes, unfortunately, it's happened. Every time I go back home to like Sudan, there's a couple aunties. They're like, "Hey, my son, he's a pilot. My son, he's a doctor."
Are you
So
not
it's
open
like,
to it? If the dude was cute, right, and he was your type, and he was like the quiet, silent, not doing the most, warm, not cold like Swedish people. Like if he was your type, would you be down for that?
someone back home,
Yeah, no, but just like your parents arranging it for you specifically.
I wouldn't be with someone from back home
Okay, why is that?
because I feel like, because I'm born and raised here in Sweden, I feel like we would have too much, like, we would be like way too different to like understand each other.
Because I think you're becoming like what you're working to become a dentist, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right, and you feel like certain though those values you'd have a hard time, it would conflict.
Yeah, I feel like it would be like also like I feel like what do you say, what's the English word for it, like cultural um clash.
Yeah, yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah. It makes sense.
um yeah, like being born and raised here, it kind of changes, like obviously I feel like the way I think
Hmm.
and my thoughts on a lot of things would be, even my outlook on life would probably be very different from someone back home. So
I have
the
the
whole
same.
gender roles,
Yeah.
yeah, everything.
Yeah, I have the same issue. I have the same issue, especially when it comes to like religious stuff. Like I'm very open about the fact that I'm pretty secular, and I think with dating people from back home, whether it be like, you know, my country, there's a lot of Christian Orthodox people or like Muslim folks, and you know, I'm not about that life, and I have a hard time pretending for a wedding, you know, just to be like doing all this stuff. I'm like, I can't do it. So I have a lot of those similar issues, and I think also certain values and things like that. I think I would probably clash on a certain level. My mom has tried my whole life to get me married to somebody. Like, yo, I'd be coming home some days and she'd be sitting there with her girlfriends and they'd be like, oh, how about not? And they would try to like get me to sit down and meet the mother of the lady. And I'm just like, it's not going to happen, you know? And that's actually for a long time, I actually didn't want to date any East Africans because I didn't want my mom to be happy with my dating choice because I resented the fact that she wanted me to like, she pushed it so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're so pushy. They be ambushing you all the time. So that was something I dealt with for a long time.
Yeah, but how is your outlook on it right now?
Oh, no, I'm open. It's fine. My mom doesn't bother me. She knows better now because I embarrassed her a few times. So she was like, I can't introduce you to any of my friends anymore. So no. Once you embarrass them once or twice, they just stop bringing it up. But, you know, I get why she wants me to because for her, like, my kids having that cultural heritage matters to her. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that to some. It doesn't matter to me as much as it matters to her because we weren't raised like. Yes, I was raised in Ethiopia for an extended period of time, and it was great. But also, like, if I count the amount of years I've lived most of my life, it hasn't been over there. And though I love the culture and I appreciate it, for me, it's like not at the top of priorities in terms of what I want to pass on to my kids. It's there, but it's not at the top of the list. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
What about you? Do you feel that pressure? Is that something you want to pass on? Or are you just like, nah, I'll take what I can get?
I mean, for like culture, I love my culture. I love my Sudanese people and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much like you said, it's not really that like important to me to like pass on. Like obviously I would love if my kids in the future knew my language, my mother tongue, but I don't feel like it would be the end of the world if I ended up with another guy from a completely different country.
No, you don't. You think when it comes to food and stuff like that, it's not going to be complicated to pass that on to. Can you cook your people's food? Hey man, that's how it be.
I'm not really a big fan of Sudanese. Like, there's some dishes, yes, that are great, but there are a lot of weird dishes we got. Like,
okay, all right, talk to me. What kind of weird dish y'all got?
Like, I know you guys got the raw meat that you guys dip in like chili.
Are you talking about the kitfo? Yeah, we got the kitfo. Yeah. What about?
Do you like that?
Oh yeah, this shit's delicious. It's tartar. They have that even like in France and like a lot of European countries. There's called tartar. You don't like tartar?
That shit's nasty, no.
You don't like raw meats?
No, ew. Even my sushi gotta be like fried. I can't.
Oh no, boo boo, you are not cultured. You need to level up. How you?
No.
What do you mean? You never had like a good poke bowl or like, you know what I mean, some good sushi? Oh, bro, when you go to a nice sushi spot, like one of them fancy ones, and they put that shit right in front of you, you gotta show it some love. You don't like sushi?
No, I love sushi, but we do have the fancy sushi spots and everything, but like
it's gotta be cooked.
It gotta be like at least like, you know, shrimps, but it's like fried shrimps on top.
Oh wow!
And then you have the contrast, like crunchy, soft.
So somebody got to take you on a magic carpet ride and show you the world, because I'm telling you, you are missing out. Raw foods is delicious. I'm gonna put on for my people. All right, kitfo is the shit. But if you don't like that, that's fine. So you got some raw plates and raw foods that you don't like from Sudan. Is that correct?
We have like, but we have other great dishes. We have like something similar to the injera, but it's like our version of it. It's called what is it called? I don't even remember what it's called.
It's okay. I'll look it up for you. Keep going. Yeah.
We have, what is it called? It's called kisra.
Kisra. Okay. All right.
That's like our version of injera. That's nice. And then we have what do we have more? We have like our version of fufu, which is called asida.
Yeah, hold
I
up.
think
Let
it's
me.
better than fufu.
Oh, okay, I remember. I just remember what fufu was. I heard a lot from West Africans, but I didn't know y'all made it too. So that's a little bit of a surprise.
No, it's not. We have like our version of it. I'm just
Okay,
it's
so
like
you guys are just out here biting everyone's food. You be out here taking for West Nigerians, Ethiopians, and just remixing the name and be like, yeah, we got our own version. But really, y'all just be
No.
copying.
Nah, I just did that to you so you would get like an image in your head.
Okay, all right. I'll take that
Pretty
back.
sure
then.
we're the originals.
Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is where people start to get culturally like, nah, we made it first. I ain't buying that for a second. But okay, so that's what you're not a big fan of. So that's why you don't. Do you cook well? Be honest.
Yeah, I think so. I Why are you laughing?
Because I don't know, just when people have to have a lot of doubt, I'm always like super sus. I'm like, yeah, you know, sometimes I make myself eggs in the morning and they taste good. That's what I think.
A little cereal.
Oh my god. You know why I ask? Because I'm always shocked. Sometimes I'd be going on dates and like how many ladies can't cook to save their lives, and I'm just like, bruh, that's brutal.
No, I think I can cook pretty well. Although I don't do it like that often, but I do definitely know how to cook.
Okay, all right. I'll take your word for it. I'll believe you that, because it's nice. It's nice when you go on a date. Like me, I enjoy when I set up a date, for example, to like have someone over, make a nice meal, sit them down, and then just enjoy it. But you know what I didn't know until recently? Apparently, making a meal for someone is like it's a big deal.
In what sense?
It's a big deal. This happened to me like a year and a half ago. This is before the pandemic, but I had someone over for dinner, right? This is like the second date, and basically, made a nice meal. We ate, we chilled, and then she left, right? Nothing sexual happened, nothing intimate happened, but it was just a cool time. We talked, and that was it. And I was just not feeling her. I was not feeling it. So after the second day, I'm like, I told her, I said, hey, I don't think we should keep seeing each other. I'm just not feeling it. And this girl lost her mind. She went, you fucking fuck boy. This and that. I was like, what happened? She's like, how you going to make me a salmon dinner and then just like not expect. I was like, what? And apparently like and I talked to this to some people like, yeah, if you make a girl a dinner, that's a big sign. And I was like, pfft. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I can see where she's coming from. Kind of like it's the whole like you taking your time, grocery shopping, making the meal, preparing it, making it look, good. And then I don't know. I think it's a nice gesture. I know I would appreciate it, but yeah.
But does that make somebody well? You know what I mean? Like, why would?
No.
Why is it the reason?
You didn't do anything with her afterwards, so I don't know what she was on.
You know what I mean? But the salmon was good enough where I could have, but I didn't. I was a gentleman. I knew I didn't want to see her like halfway through the date, so I was like, I'm not doing nothing. But it was just interesting that making an effort and like treating somebody to a good time is somehow like deceptive. That was what threw me off.
Yeah, I hear you.
So do you have any things that you wanted to ask me about? Or are you still feeling like a lot of nervousness and a lot of worry about it? Because I knew you were kind of scared to be in front of all these people and stuff.
No, I feel like I'm good right now.
Yeah?
I feel I'm good, yeah.
You sure? Okay. Just wanted to make sure, check in, because doing your first time online can be a little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah. That's why I don't even look at the live stream chat. Even me, sometimes when I'm like doing lives, I be looking at live stream. I'm like, oh hell no, I can't be looking at that.
Yeah.
Because they spend 10 minutes roasting my hairline or just being like, man, Abba's lips are looking juicy, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, I did read a little bit of the comments, and then they were like, wow, look at that East African forehead. And I was like, you know what, let me stop.
Hey, but you know what, though? You know what I mean? Listen, I get the forehead comments every day, and it's one of those things that I just embrace. Just gotta, this is our heritage. Though it do be true, though. Like sometimes I'll be walking down the street, and I'll see somebody, I'm like, one of my people. You could just sometimes tell.
It's like a sense of like, yeah.
Yeah, one time I was at a party and I was like, hey, Habesha. She's like, yeah, how'd you know? And then I went, And I kind of felt like an asshole like 30 seconds afterwards. I was like, damn, I just said that to her face. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's just one of those things that people make fun of.
Big
But
foreheads are beautiful.
oh, okay, all right. Go feed me the speech. Go ahead, tell me about the love for big foreheads.
No, I mean, I don't see. I've never really been insecure about it or anything. Like, yeah, I've been roasted about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's never been a deterrent for my dating life or anything like that. So I'm like, how important is this, and why do we care that much? But you know,
Yeah.
people go for the first thing that they can see, and they can see a lot of this. You feel me? So they should be going for it. What's your biggest struggle when it comes to dating? What do you find like when you out there? What's hard for you?
I think it is to like find someone that's like on the same wavelength as you. Just to find someone that like kind of ticks a few of the boxes that you have.
Okay.
And,
Cool.
and
Okay. So
yeah.
what are some of your boxes, if I may ask?
Okay, what do we start with? Should we be superficial or?
Oh, okay. We got a long list, guys. Yo, let me get my pen. Okay, let me get my paper. Let's go, girls. What's your list? Tell me.
Okay, we start with the superficial first.
Okay.
I don't really have a type like that per se, like physically, but generally, I would say I don't like muscular guys.
Okay.
I like a little, like chub, not chubby, but like
Yeah.
like I don't care like if you got some rolls, 3-4 rolls going on, and then like height and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. And yeah, you can decent looking. You don't have to be like super cute or like I said, I like the quiet, silent, nobody even notices you. That kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, we got that off the way.
So the superficial stuff's out the way. So some rolls, not too short, and then decent looking.
Yeah.
These are interesting things. Okay, keep going with your check box.
Okay, if we go into like, and then also this may also be kind of superficial, but like, career-wise, I don't really care either. I don't really care if you're educated, but as long as you're smart, I don't really like. Yeah, I like smart people.
Okay. So wait, career-wise, you don't care?
No, not really. As long as you're like ambitious.
How you gonna be out here being a dentist? You know what I mean? Just making it rain, and you're not gonna mind if you like a struggling artist who has hopes and dreams?
I mean, we live in Sweden, so we're not really making it rain, anyways. So.
Oh.
We got.
Hold on. What do you mean by that?
We got taxes and stuff.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of taxes. Okay.
We're not really making it rain. We're just like decent middle class, I would say. Barely.
So you said so you said you didn't mind about the income as long as they were slightly ambitious.
Yeah. Like of course you don't want like a bum, like someone that doesn't work or like that's just lazy, obviously. Okay. But yeah, someone that's ambitious, that's passionate about what they do, someone that's like happy, not like someone that hates their job.
I want to ask you, do you feel like when you see the American rhetoric of like ladies being like 6-figure man and this and stuff, do you feel like that's more of an American thing, or do you think that's also prevalent? I don't even know the word is in Europe, from your perspective in Sweden?
I feel like in Sweden it's very it's all about like equality between the gender roles. Like you have both your mom and dad working, and it's like you pay the bills together, you do all of that together. So like it's not really normal here in Sweden, like stay-at-home moms and the man is getting the bread and stuff like that. So I don't really think we share it to the same extent, but of course there are probably like women that would love that.
Yeah, because most of my fans, most of them are Americans, and when they hear you say like you wouldn't care about income, everyone's like, you lying. But people don't recognize that like it's different in different parts of the world, and American women aren't the prototype for all women. So,
yeah.
what are some of the other differences that you feel like you've noticed when you see like American women online per se, and your experience in Europe, in Sweden specifically per se?
Mm. I can't really think of anything from the top of my head.
Y'all get ratchet like they do. Do y'all do all that stuff? Do you feel like you've never been, so you wouldn't know? I guess you probably just see stuff online, so you've never seen it in person.
Yeah, I'm judging based off like social media and stuff.
That's fair. Okay, so I can't fault you for not knowing. So, if you did have to pick, okay, because this is actually a question somebody wanted me to ask. It says, if you could be a tree, what kind of tree would you be and why?
A tree? I'm dead. I would be a palm tree.
Why a palm tree?
Because then I got some dates. Like,
nah. Was that a joke that I was supposed to get? You got some dates?
That was really bad.
No. Do dates grow on palm trees?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's my bad then. I'm just an idiot. I hate dates, so I'm the last person to ask. I did not know that. Yo, dates grow on palm trees?
Where do you think they grow?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Every time Ramadan came by and they were giving people dates to eat, because they have to give that on every meal, I hated this shit so much. I was not aware. I didn't want to know anything about dates.
But
Dates
there are
look.
many different types of dates. Like, there are like the sweeter ones, the drier ones, the juicy ones.
Nah, I'm talking about the ones, like the ones that look caramelized and they're hard and shit. They give to everybody on Ramadan. You know what I'm talking about?
The sticky ones?
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know why. I don't even think I ever even put it in my mouth. I was grossed out.
Yeah,
Sticky
those
dates.
aren't my favorite. But there are definitely like Persian dates.
Okay, you know you know a lot about dates.
I love my dates.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that. I actually had no clue that was the thing. Ugh. I think I'm just realizing this now. Yeah, I think you're the second person from East Africa that I've ever actually been on a date on.
In the whole history of Abba and Preach?
No, this is the whole history period. That's such a weird way of putting it. The whole history of Abba and Preach, as if my only dating history is since then. I actually used to date way more before I started doing this YouTube stuff. Doing like YouTube all the time. She's just busy. I'm busy all the time, and if I was trying to be out here in these streets, it would be too much time. It would be too much work. So, I'd probably say the last 2 years have been the most quiet years of my dating life compared to the time before. And that's something that people really don't believe. Is like they think because I'm online, everyone's like, "Oh, Apple must be like just all over the world, just Mr. Worldwide Pitbull." But it's the opposite. It's very difficult to do all this, and then also. Like even being on Tinder. I remember one time I was on Tinder, like this was like 3 years ago when I still used it. And I matched with this girl. She's just like, I'm a big fan. We should go out to dinner. And I was like, ooh.
You're like, no.
Ooh. It's because like when I go on Tinder, it's because I don't want to know the person. You know what I mean? Like I want them to not be connected to my world. And so when I'm talking to this girl and she already knows so much about me, it feels like I can't go in with a blank slate. It's like, she's like, oh, so you hate feminism, huh? And I'm like, bro, I need a second to chill. Like, let me, how? What's your name? Like you don't get to have that experience at all. So, yeah. So I miss that just a little bit. I miss like the bit of the incognito stuff. Yeah. Because like my online stuff is one part of me, but it's not everything. And I think people watch the YouTube and they feel like they know everything.
Yeah. Have you ever had people like approach you as if they know you?
Yeah. I had one person just sit right beside me and like put a camera like, do you want to hang out later? And I'm just like, what's your name? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like you know, people just come up to you and like, I love you, and I'm like, I don't know you. You know, that's a big word. That's a lot to just take in 2 seconds. So there's weird stuff like that. There's definitely weird stuff like that. Most people who come up are pretty cool, but yeah, sometimes people come up. I remember one time one guy. I left a club, and one guy's just like, "Hey man, I'm a big fan." I'm like, "Oh word, man, I appreciate it." And I like had a very quick conversation. I started walking off. He just started following me. He's like, "Man, where are we going next?" And I was like, "We." He's like, "Yeah, man, we going to another club." I was like, "Huh?" And he just kept walking with me, and I'm like, "Bro, do you have no self-awareness?"
Yeah,
And so I just told him like, "Hey, bro, I'm rolling solo. Like, you're not." But yeah, that's just some of the weird stuff that happens. But overall, it's overwhelmingly positive, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, even setting this up, I'm pretty sure if I didn't do the YouTube stuff, you wouldn't have been so receptive. So, you know, it's because you kind of seen what we've done before that you're like, oh, okay, I'm open to it. This guy's not a complete weirdo.
Yeah.
That's good. So you said normally you're the talkative one. Do you feel like I'm dominating right now?
Right now, as in.
As in this date?
Oh, no, not really.
Not gonna lie, you might be like a whole continent away, but I'm feeling nervous energy. I'm just like, hey man, we got this. You've been doing good so far. We already been at 30 minutes, so you're doing good.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. I've just never, I've just never been like.
You never been what? Tell me. Talk to me. What are you feeling?
I've never been out there like that. I'm kind of low key.
Yeah. What made you want to go out?
I mean, I've been watching you guys for like a while, so I don't know. I thought it would be fun and like to get out of my comfort zone or whatever.
Yeah. It's a good start. It's when it comes to the first time I had to do something like this, I remember thinking to myself, I have no business being here. And the whole time I was just panicking, and people in the chat were like, you're doing awesome. So don't stress it. I'm sure you're doing fine as well. Okay. You're welcome. So I'm going to bring up a question that someone had from the chat. It says, how often do people call you Doja?
Doja?
Yeah, someone said you look like Doja Cat.
I've never gotten that one before.
No, she paid a lot of money to ask that question, so that was pretty good.
She paid money?
Yeah, they was.
Oh shit! I've never gotten that one before. I don't even think there's any like resemblance.
Yeah. Someone said, "Yo, is ABBA simping? Please tell us what you think." Do you think I'm simping right now?
No, I don't think simping.
I hope not, because you best believe there's no goddamn way I'd ever be caught simping in these streets. Why did you go to school to specifically be a dentist? Do you have like an obsession with teeth?
No, not really. Do you want like should I tell the truth or should I just make up a nice story?
I'll just say the truth. Just say you wanted some money.
Okay, well, it all started in high school. Well, originally I wanted to be a doctor, right? But in order to be a doctor here in Sweden, you have to have like straight A's. And my grades were good, but they weren't straight A's.
Yeah, you're like a lot of B's.
A lot of B's, some A's, and then like a few C's. But yeah.
I like how you slid those shitty ass grades a few C's. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So moving on from the C's. Yeah.
Yes, and then my best friend, her mom was a dentist, and she had her own clinic, and she was very like she was the one probably that inspired me to be a dentist because she was driving a nice car. They were living a nice lifestyle, and I would be lying if I said it was because of like, oh, this is gonna be so bad. But it was
okay.
mostly.
They inherited money?
It was because of the money, 100%.
Yeah, there you go.
When I got into it, it was primarily that, and then I was also like.
Why do you feel shame about that? Why do you feel bad about saying it's for the money?
Because if you're like a caregiver, like if you're like a doctor, nurse, dentist, whatever, it's kind of like you're working with people that
Ha-
shouldn't be the
Habibi, money,
primary.
money, money matters in life, and you're a dentist. You're not a children's hospital doctor. Okay, you're a dentist who fixes people's teeth. No one's like, you don't care about your job. They just want you to fix their teeth. It's perfectly fine. So you could say, I want to make a lot of money, and I want to be able to spend a lot of money on things I like. And I don't think I would ever meet somebody who'd be like, that's shameful. There's nothing wrong with doing some work for money. You know, there's plenty of lawyers out there, and most of them, they do it for money. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess. But my outlook has definitely changed, like, the more I got into the program. Like, initially, I wanted to work with, like, I like the beauty aspect of it, like, veneers, fake teeth. I thought that was very interesting. But then now, after almost studying for 4.5 years, obviously now I learned, like, that's not really the healthiest thing to, like, take away parts of your teeth to then put in fake ones. Yeah. Nothing is gonna replace your real teeth. So my outlook has definitely changed. I would never like work with that.
How bad are veneers? Because I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I feel like everybody who makes a bit of money, all of a sudden they come back with a new set of teeth. I'm just so used to seeing that now. So what's so bad about veneers?
Veneers, they're obviously different types. There are types where they just like take a small layer of your tooth and then they like glue them on. But then there are like crowns. Have you seen the people with like they take away like a big amount of their teeth and then they're left with like the smallest amount? And they put like a whole crown. That's the one that's really bad. That like a lot of like social media like influencers and stuff, I've seen them getting it done and they don't even need it in the first place.
But they still get it done because they want that perfect smile.
So that I don't support. But obviously, if you need it,
what are you trying to spend that money on? You trying to make all this cheddar? Like, what we out here buying? Are we making it rain in the club, or are we doing like saving little kids in Africa? Like, what you trying to do?
I mean, when I was younger, like a few years ago, like when I got into the program, like I think I was a lot more like materialistic. But then the older you get, I feel like the more you realize like shit don't matter no more. Like I don't think I would like ever spend money on like bags or like expensive brands or anything, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, like a Chanel bag, okay, so probably real leather. It just says Chanel on it. And then it's $20K. Like it doesn't really make sense, you know? Like that's not really the value of it.
No, so, you don't feel like there's value in you knowing like, yo, I got the real thing. Like you don't feel there's something good about that?
No. Not really.
It's like a artwork, you know, you don't feel good about having the original?
No.
Okay.
Like there's nothing, like not a single atom in my body that would want a Chanel bag.
Okay, so if it's not Chanel bags, what would be something that you would be like, all right, I'm dropping money on this?
I feel like everything is like in moderation. Like a car, I would want like a nice Volvo. Okay. Like I wouldn't.
Volvo.
Yeah, we got Volvos in Sweden.
Hold on, let me just.
You've never heard of a Volvo?
No, I know it's. I'm pretty sure it's German, right? Or is it Swedish?
It's Swedish.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have too many of those out here, but I know what you're talking about. Okay, so you want a Volvo.
Yeah. Like, okay. And then I would just want to, like, invest my money. Invest money, make more money, passive income. So
there's nothing shallow you want to spend that money on? Come on, stop fronting. There's got to be something.
I mean, I love clothes and fashion and stuff like that, but nothing that I like is actually expensive.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So you're saying like, you got cheap tastes.
That doesn't sound But yeah,
you said everything I like is not expensive, so that
means...
you
know what I like jewelry. I love jewelry. Like I would want a nice diamond ring on a beautiful day.
You're gonna buy one for yourself, or are you gonna tell your future husband to get one for you?
No, I would want my husband to get me.
Okay. So you want one. You're just not going to buy yourself. You're going to be like, there's a ring I really like. And how you going to do it?
I can buy the necklace and the earrings or whatever. But the ring, yeah.
I have actually never seen a girl buy herself a diamond ring. I think that would be hilarious. I think there'd be something really funny about girls just doing that kind of movement. But you want a diamond ring?
Yeah.
How big we talking? Like, you want one of them fatties, or do you want like one of the small, classy ones? I know fuck all about diamonds. People talk about carats and all this shit. I'll keep it a buck with you. I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. So this is all educational.
I mean, I always say more is less. So I like chunky things. You know, like I have a lot of I like jewelry generally. So I wouldn't want to have the chunkiest string, but
you want to know he spent a little bit of money on it.
Yeah, like you have to work for like a couple months, like not some, you know.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I mean, at least it's a wedding ring. At least it's not something that you want consistently, like a Prada bag or some bullshit like that. So, diamond rings are. Yeah, as long as it's not a conflict ring. Do you care? No, I'm not gonna ask that question. We're gonna move on from this one. So yeah, so now you're a dentist, right? You're going to school. You want to be a dentist because you want to make some cheddar. I can hear you. You're breaking up a little bit. So just let me know if you can hear me.
I can't hear you right now.
Okay, you can hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you now. Hello? So, can you hear me? Or is she freezing and dying on me? All right, chat. We got to give her a second, chat. Because right now... Okay,
yes,
I think...
I can hear you now.
Oh, are you good?
Yes.
It's still frozen, so we're going to give it a little bit of a second.
Okay, no, it froze again.
Yeah. We'll just give it a second. Let's just give it a second. Hey, chat, man. I think we lost her, chat. Oh, she back?
Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, now you're fully
Can you hear
back.
me?
Cool. Yeah. We got you. Okay. Outside of doing this stuff, right? Doing your school stuff, and I'm assuming being a good daughter. Like, what do you do with your time? See friends, cool stuff like that. But you got any cool hobbies or anything you take an interest in? Are you a finger painter?
Wait, I didn't hear what you said. Just the last part.
Yeah. I want to know if you had any hobbies, any things that you do outside of work and being a.
If I have any hobbies,
I love best.
Food. I love eating. That's like my number one favorite thing. I have snacks here, and then we got some more.
Okay.
And then we got some more.
But yo, how you gonna be eating these terrible snacks, but you can't eat raw meat? That's crazy.
I mean, this shit is delicious right here.
Okay.
But yeah, I love food and everything that revolves around food.
You don't call yourself a foodie, do you?
For sure, I'm definitely a foodie.
One of the worst terms. What's a foodie? Somebody who doesn't love food, who doesn't enjoy eating good food. That's my question.
I don't know.
Do you know somebody? So we all foodies?
I feel like I feel like everyone has that like healthy person that's always like conscious of what they're eating and stuff.
Oh, that's not you?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sure.
No one's judging. No one's judging. All right, so you like food, you like going out to eat. What else?
What do I like? I like working out.
All right. You be out here trying to keep it tight, keep it in shape. You like your man with rolls, but you're not trying to have any rolls.
I mean, I don't mind, Like, obviously, if you're active and healthy, that's great. That's great for you. It's good for your heart or whatever. But it's definitely not like a criteria for me. Like, oh, you have to be active or, yeah. But yeah, I like going to the gym and stuff. I haven't been though in the last few months actually because of Corona. Even though they're still open. Like I could go if I want to.
You don't want to take any chances?
Yeah, I feel like it's just because I work with old patients that already have.
No, you don't have a choice. Yeah, if you're gonna be in their mouth, you can't have Corona while you're inside.
Yeah, like yesterday I had a 90-year-old lady.
Yeah, have you done the test?
No.
How you working with old people? You ain't done the test.
That's Sweden for you.
Yo, Sweden doesn't give any shits. I thought America was crazy. You guys are out here being inside these people's mouths.
Yeah, we do. The only thing that we do is like we wear the face mask, the little shield thingy,
Mm.
gloves, all of that stuff. But other than that, like I could be a carrier and no one would know.
Word, word. And so, what
Which
else
is,
outside of the gym and eating food?
let me see. I would say that I'm like a creative person. Like I like, although I haven't really done it lately,
Mm.
but when I was younger and stuff, like I would love to draw and paint and all that good stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. And
What
like
made you drop it?
What?
What made you drop it or not do it as much? Is it just like time? You just stopped making an effort to go do it, or what happened?
I would just, I mean, I think it's not really time. It's just you just grow out of things sometimes, and then you think like, oh, why did I stop doing this? Like, there's no reason.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. There's probably a few things in my life I could point to that I'm like, yeah, I don't do those things anymore, even though I probably should. Or things I miss. I used to play a lot of video games. I cut that stuff out of my life. I used to film a lot of different types of videos, not like this, but more like artistic types, or even like when we worked on the documentary, I used to do projects like that. But I haven't done those in a long time. I think there's just, you can only do so much in so many days, right? And so you start to pick and choose what activities are going to stay and what don't.
Yeah, exactly.
And so now you've been home for this long. You haven't been out of the country, I'm assuming, for a little while. Where's the first place you're trying to go after this shit's over?
I mean, I was a few months ago, like in January. I was in Sudan back home.
Okay, yeah, you guys are just out here flying. You guys not giving a fuck. Are there any travel restrictions for your country? Like, y'all just out here living your best lives?
We have to take the corona test before traveling, and then
I thought you said you didn't take it.
Not for school. Like
Okay, okay, so you've taken the test.
Yeah, I've taken the test before.
Okay. How did it feel when they shoved it up your nose?
I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Like people said, it feels like someone is like tickling your brain.
Okay, then you had somebody who was kind and gentle. They took their time. They eased you into it.
Yeah, it was kind of. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. And when I went to like Sudan, I remember like I think it was like 24 hours before your flight goes, or something, or like 2 days maximum. That's when you have to do the corona test. And I did mine like 3 days before. And then my uncle was like, no problem. We're going to fix that to 1 day before.
And you got it done?
Yeah.
Hi, this is what happens when you got uncles in high places. That's crazy. Every time I have to do the test, I'm always nervous it's not going to come in time before I have to fly. So I'm always like, fuck. Because I've tried to fly as well, but I've almost fucked it up a few times. So it's been my experience. Yeah. So how did you find this so far? Was this as frightening as you thought it was going to be, as nerve-wracking, or what?
No, I thought you were going to ask me a lot more like, I don't know, a lot more.
What? Spicy questions?
Yeah.
You thought I was going to get spicy on this?
No, but I thought you were going to ask me more like, I don't know, stuff.
Like what? Go ahead. You already opening your eyes wide like I was going. What did you think I was going?
Like more like, I don't know, like political questions, like how is it? Like I read a few of the comments, and then people were asking, oh, how is it to be a black woman in Sweden? Are y'all racist over there? Stuff like that.
No, I wasn't gonna ask that. I'm not curious about stuff like that. Unless there's like insight that you want to share. Like, man, being a black woman in Sweden is difficult. Like, unless you got some stuff you want to say. No, I don't ask questions like that generally. I'm chilling. Is that something you want to talk about?
No. I'm like, no, not really. No.
One person said, yeah, man, don't ask me a bunch of sexual questions. I was like, do I look like a deviant? Or I'll be like, trying to broadcast your personal information to the whole world? No, be good. All right, well, listen, this was fun. We did the hour. It went super well, went super smooth. Can you believe an hour passed?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that went by real quick.
Yeah, it went really well. But listen, thank you for coming on. If anybody wants to check her out, you can go check her out on IG at Black Aureus.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was fun. And yeah, we'll chat.
Yes,
All right, I'm going to
thank
close
you for
this.
having me.
No problem. All right, chat. Let me just bring out the camera. All right, we're going to do a little bit of post-mortem. Okay. Let me just turn on this camera, bro. If I don't turn on this camera, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, first off. Now we got to kill this. 1, 2. Okay. All right. And then let me turn on the camera. But you know, chat, let me do this real quick. All right, we're in business, bro. Okay. Yeah, so compare, you know, if you last week Homegirl was like a firecracker. She's someone who's like you know, super high energy. Today's was much more chill, more laid back. And you know, when I be going on dates, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes people is chill, you know what I mean? And sometimes people are like really forward. And it's just different vibes. Like when you go out, you can't expect the same thing from everybody. You can't go out and be like, man, someone's always going to lead the conversation or not. And sometimes conversations are slower. Some people take longer to open up. Some people get, but it really varies. It really varies. And so that's a good reflection of how it is in real life. I was actually thinking about this earlier. I was thinking like, yo, what's it going to be like when I do like 10 episodes of these? Is it going to be like a huge variety? And I think that's why I pulled people from different places, you know, people who are known, people who are not known at all, people who are used to being in front of the camera, people who aren't, and it yields different results. And I think that's it's kind of a reflection of real life dating. So, someone said, yo, y'all going on a second date? I'm like, bruh, she lives in Sweden. Y'all are crazy. If y'all think I'm flying 10 hours to see anybody, y'all are bugging. She's mad cool. I'm just doing these to just chit chat in front of folks. So that's pretty much the gist of it. You actually seemed nervous at some points. No. If you spend enough time watching me, you pretty much know I'm pretty much the same all the time. But let me read some super chats. I think dating is haram. Sorry, I'm a Muslim from Italy. All right, well, I'll take your money, but I personally don't give a shit what you think is haram. Gelatin, the main ingredient in gummies comes from animal fat. All right, here we go. We have a resident Muslim rule person. We got a rules lawyer for Islam in the chat. Ask if she's ever subscribed to Derek Jackson. Oh, hell no, we're not bringing that up. So wait, 2 consenting adults having a date conversation is creepy? I mean, some people could find it that way. Love your videos, man. Stay being the realest. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdos in the chat. This is why I be telling people when they come on not to read the chat, because fortunately there's just so many weirdos, and you realize how many people are not used to talking to folks. And they get in these live stream chats and you hear them speak and you're just like, ooh. Yo, bro, ask her what her pussy hair looks like. I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with y'all? What she look like? Oh yeah. Our chat is definitely super toxic. Our chat is super toxic. If you guys are like my kids, I would never introduce y'all to anybody. Shout out to the people who are in the chat just trying to be half decent human beings. To the rest of y'all, hey man, y'all do your thing. Y'all live your best lives. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Oh man, yeah, no. Listen, bro. You know, when people be in the cut and they just be chilling, and they be talking all this stuff, and they be like, man, if it was me, bro, I would have done this. I'm like, nigga, but it wasn't you. Just chill. Just chill, relax. Live stream dating is weird. I would agree. But I still had a fun time. She was cool. Enjoyed her chit chat. And yeah, we'll be back next week with somebody else. The next week I think is I'll announce it when I announce it, but she's actually a creator on the platform, and she'll be out here. She out here doing her thing. No kid for no second date. Sorry, them the rules. I ain't mad at you. Someone said, y'all need moderators. Listen, bro. We do have moderators. They just be too lazy. They just be like, I can't do the work. Just travel and date while you are in each country. Oh, no. Hell no. If you think I'm going to start traveling and try to date all the time, you are bugging. That is a lot of work and a lot of maintenance. When it comes to super bad chicks, that's where I go into DMX mode. Ugh, that's gross. Just want to thank a fellow veteran for his service. Oh, man, you don't have to thank me. That shit's cringe. CTC. I don't even know what that means. All right, we're getting a bunch of late night donos. But I actually wanted to play a quick video because somebody wanted me to play a video for you guys, and I think the video is pretty interesting. Apparently, some dude took the time to look at. Do you guys believe that body language reading is real? Am I the only one who thinks that's a bunch of bullshit? Language expert. All right, let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this guy, apparently he's a body language expert. I don't know how much of this science is real, but I'll pull it up on the screen and you guys can tell me what you think, all right? All right, let me just pull this bitch up on the screen. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Okay, here we go. All right, so here it is. Let me pull it up like this and then make it much smaller. So apparently this guy watched a Derek Jackson video and he's like an expert in this shit. So I actually want to see what the chat thinks and whether or not you guys believe in this kind of stuff. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I don't know if I believe in most of this stuff. It's interesting. It's like, to me, it's like, here it is. This is the guy. There we go. All right, I'm going to just play the video and you guys tell me what you guys think, okay? And we going to decide if we believe this shit.
Of their true emotions.
What's going on, guys? Derek
Happens at the end of a video. They think that they can get the mask out already and you can catch a glimpse of their true emotions.
What's going on, guys? Derek Jackson. What's going on, guys? Derek Jackson.
I don't know, man. This mugshot's hilarious, man. And this one, he just looks like one of those kids, like those poster child for child soldiers. You can save young Matumbu from being a child soldier and joining up with Uetelo. I don't know why. This just looks like a crime scene photo. But let's just keep going.
In this case, you can see both his face right at the start of the video, in the first couple frames.
Yo, man, shout out to all my Spanish people who say, yo, I'm never, ever, ever gonna pronounce a V. At the start of the video, we have a victory in Lancashire. At the start of the video, I fucking love it, man. Every time I hear that stuff, I be chuckling. But let's keep playing.
And then his face throughout the rest of the apology. Notice that there is a strong difference in expression between them. The first one is emotionless, and the second one wants to convey sadness. But for Danae, this is a moment where one might want to show their best self and to show that they are a strong marriage, and they have survived the cheating and they're ready to push through it. But at first sight, her eyes look empty with a total lack of energy and just a tinge of anger. Some people have
Yo, can I just shout out to the music, bro? This music goes hard. This music is making me feel like something about to happen, bro. This music is definitely what you want to be hearing every time you walk into a crime scene and there's a camera behind you. This is CSI type shit. And so I think his choice of song to make it sound more devious than it actually is, I hella approve. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of this. I cheated a lot.
have mentioned the bonnet that she's wearing, and that could mean that she just didn't bother to do her hair that morning. And that's just fine. But the problem is when you start to stack signals one after another. Because wearing a bonnet or...
Yo, this man still calling it a bonnet and it's starting to trigger me. Bro, it's the helmet of victory. Hold on, what the fuck did she call it again? What did she call it? She called it the helmet of... Nah, bro. She called it the helmet of something. Let me Google that shit. Hold up. Let me... Hold up. Helmet of salvation? She called it the helmet of salvation. I think she called this helmet... Hold up. I think she called it the helmet of salvation. Let me just make sure I got it right. That was a meme going around. She was doing like slam poetry. She said, this is not a bonnet. This is the helmet of salvation. I said, girl, if that's the helmet of salvation, my forehead is the horn of Jesus, because that shit looks funky as hell.
Any kind of hat in this situation is a way to feel protected, that you feel vulnerable and defensive. The black sweater that she's wearing is something that she has worn in the past, but the color projects being adamant and not open to any suggestions.
Adamant. You know what I love, man? When I hear people from foreign cultures try to speak English or speaking English, I love to hear how their culture and their language influences the pronunciation of certain words. It's not to mock them or anything. It's nothing like that. It's just you can tell a lot from where people speak based off of which letters they struggle with saying. And when it comes to Dios and the victory, that's a very like Spanish telltale sign. For example, Brazilians don't do R's. Respect, you have to respect me. And it's just when you hear that, you're like, all right, I know exactly where you're from.
Like she's trying to defend her own decisions and her husband's. By the way, Jackson chose a purple sweater, being purple a color that usually symbolizes wisdom and loyalty. You know,
purple is wisdom and loyalty? Yo, man, I'm just gonna ask this question. Okay, I'm gonna ask this question, bro. Real talk. When you're making an apology video, what color is acceptable to wear? I did not know that purple was wisdom. Let me just Google this shit, because this sounds like bro science. Wisdom and loyalty. Purple. All right, it says in psychology, in color psychology, purple is a royal color. The color meaning purple is connected to power, nobility, luxury, wisdom, spirituality. Where does it say loyalty in here? Some perceive its overuse as arrogant. Listen, honestly, I just went to Google, so this could be, who the fuck is Nicole Martins Ferreira? Oh my God, I don't know who I'm listening to right now. This could be a bunch of bullshit. Whoa! Color emotion guide. Cheerful and friendly. Nigga, what? Green is peaceful and growth? Interesting. Yellow's optimism, clarity. Yo, I'm not even going to front you, bro. Whenever I'm peeing yellow, I feel a tremendous amount of clarity and warmth. So I'm not even going to front with you. This one makes a lot of sense. Friendly, cheerful, and confidence. Orange. Hooters. That's good. Purple is creative, imaginative, wise. T-Mobile. Oh, this is an untrustworthy company for sure. Taco Bell. Do they even use real meat? Would not trust. Welch's. They don't even make real juice. Fuck them. Yahoo. Who uses Yahoo anymore, bro? Nah, these people is not loyal and they not wise. But anyways, I digress.
Know that he picked it on purpose. Notice that even if his arm is bigger and longer than hers, he keeps it behind her arm, making a very uncomfortable position for her. It's like he's hiding behind so as not to be exposed to the public.
And today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae.
Bro, I don't understand this, because he put his hand behind her. It means he's trying to hide from the public. So if I put my hand in front of my face, it's me trying to hide. I don't know. I just question whether some of this is real. You know?
Did you spot that? When he says, my lovely wife, he caresses his own finger. This is really odd, because even if it's normal that when someone feels anxious, they fiddle with their fingers, In this case, he has his wife's hands in his, so it would make sense to do that fiddling or that micro-touching on her fingers, but instead he touches himself.
My lovely wife, Danae, and we just wanted to address a couple of things.
As he announces Danae, she does a close smile with no energy whatsoever, looks at him, and as she pulls her eyes away from him, she presses her lips. That is a sign of frustration and possible hidden
And then it switches to him. Look just at the way he went. It is clear that he's hiding some form of murderous rage, and he's about to go on a mass shooting spree. And it's just a dude who wants to piss in his pants. I don't know. Someone said it's 100% wheel. God damn.
anger. Right after that, she tilts her head in the opposite direction, away from him. She tries to keep a smile, but you don't need to be a body language analyst to read the wariness of her expression.
And we just wanted to address a couple of things.
He says that he just wants to address a couple things, but at the same time he says no with his head. So that's a body language contradiction that points that he really did not want to address this.
You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not.
In fact, almost right after that,
every time I see these freeze frames and he goes to black and white, it really throws me off. He really does look like a murder victim or something. I don't know. It's making me more sympathetic. It's making me more sympathetic to Derek every time this video goes on. I'm like, damn, Derek, man, you really had it hard. Hold up, bro. I really want to do this with someone else's video one time. Let me go look up a different. There we go. Kevin's got a little live. We're gonna check that out later. Here we go. The fuck's it called? David Dobrik apology. Let's let me try this shit.
I'm learning.
Whoa. We gotta. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Because we already know David's about to cry, and I would like to see this in HD. Okay. All right, here we go. David Dobrik, you're up. Show me what you got, brother.
Maybe even forgiveness is possible. I want to use this opportunity. Hi guys, it's 1:45 in the morning, and I'm finally by myself.
Yeah, I like that. He's like, hey, man, you want to see how much money I fucking spent on my place? Fucking millions, bro. All right, now, just by the way that he tilted his camera, you can see in the video that because he showed that his... Look, hold on, let me look at the bed.
In the morning.
Okay. You see that there, right there in the right-hand corner, the thing that's underneath the pillow. This is an indication of a mess. He's a little bit disorganized, and it's a reflection of what he's feeling on the inside, the internal chaos that seems to be brewing. Pay attention, because you're going to see more of this in the video.
And I'm finally by myself, which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but...
Okay. Now look at the curl of his hair. You see how the hair goes like this? I feel like because of the way the hair is going like this, but the other side the hair is going down, this shows a chemical imbalance in the scalp. And as you lie and you say things wrong, your hair goes in opposite directions. And so if you look at this video, you will see that this is unacceptable. Let's carry on.
This week's been pretty hectic, and there have been a lot of people around telling me what to do, giving me advice, trying to help me, most important.
Oh, let me bring it back. Look at the way he let me just slow it down. I just saw his head fucking jerk forward. Okay, let's see that again. Watch, here it comes.
Try and help me.
Okay, you saw that. You saw that. He said, "I'm trying to help me," and he went. He jerked this way. Okay, and the only reason that you would go back and forth is because you're lying. You're not trying. Because he said, "I'm trying to help," but his head went. That's a liar. Hold up. Bring it back. Watch.
Trying to help me.
See? I'm trying to help. No, you're not. Okay, the head motion, you can see it. Let's keep going. Pay attention. We're dealing with a pathological liar who probably has all kinds of other mental issues.
Most importantly, and that was a lot.
Whoa. What was that hand gesture? Let me look at that. Let me slow this down. Stop playing with me, bro. Let's look at this. All right, hold on. I want to just bring it back half speed.
Help me.
I want you guys to see that internal chaos that he's feeling inside the destabilization manifest in his hand gesture. Okay, watch.
Most importantly, and
okay, this means I'm lying. Okay, if a girl comes up to you and you're like, "Hey, girlfriend, did you cheat?" and she says, no, bitch is lying. Okay, I just want to let you know. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing this video.
that was a lot. And now I just want to be able to do this and just shoot straight into the camera.
Okay. We all saw that hand gesture. This means that he's blaming others for things that he did. Because if he was feeling remorseful, he'd be pointing inward. He'd be like this. Right? That's what you would do. If you're guilty, you point at yourself. You go, me. But if you go other people, and I'm trying to explain, this is what you do when you want to blame others. This man, look at you better put your head down, David Dobrik.
And just talk to you guys. I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly.
You guys noticing the handshakes? I don't even think I need to slow it down. This man shook his head throughout this whole statement. He shook his head throughout the whole statement. Let's go. Let's play that back.
Do this and just shoot straight into the
Stop
camera
pointing at me, bro.
to you guys. I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly, and I've never done this respectfully. And
that's how you know a motherfucker's lying. I never do this, and I do this all the time. I do this all. I never. No, you do. Yeah, you do. Just want to say that. Let's keep playing.
My last video is a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video. I don't want to delete that video. I just want to be clear. What this video isn't going to be is it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved. I'm going to be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't explain anything vaguely.
Let's play that back. I think I'm noticing something in the bottom left corner of his lip.
Just so I don't explain anything.
Oh, okay. We got him, boys. Look at the bottom left corner of his lip. Stop playing with me. Hold up. Nah, bro. Let me just play that halftime.
I'm going to be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't.
Oh, I just seen it. Hold up, right there.
And that's just so I don't explain it.
Okay, do you see how unnaturally his lip goes like this? That's because his body is naturally trying to pull at his facial muscles, because there's a disconnect between what he's saying and his body, how he viscerally feels. So that's why if you lie, you ever seen guys like this, or you ever seen black guys when they say they're okay, but they're like, when you're lying, right? You have to do this, right? Like black guys, you ever see a really mad black guy and you're like, yo, nigga, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. When they doing that shit, it's because they're trying to force their muscles up here so that they don't fall down here, and then niggas lying.
Anything vaguely, and I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was.
Do you guys like it at 50%? I'm gonna just play the speed. Honestly, making him sound demonic is just not fair. So I want to give his apology a real chance. Here we go.
By him. As was reported, the next day I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it.
Okay. Did we just notice the head? Did we just notice the head? Right? No. Listen. This is what he did. Look at what he did. He said, I should have never posted the video. Nigga, I should have posted the fucking video. That's why his head's nodding forward, but he's saying never, which means he's saying always. He should always post it. Yeah, let's go. That's what you do, man. When you loving something, fucking rock on, bro. Nah, bro. So just pay attention. I'm gonna play this back. Okay, here we go. Okay? Ready?
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
As was reported, the next day I got consent to post the video. Even though I got consent to post that video, I should have never posted it. And what I understand.
All right. Can you guys hear? Like once I slowed it down to 50%, could you hear how guilty he was? No? Can you feel how guilty he was? All right, let's keep playing.
Now, and I didn't understand before, is that she sent that text because she felt like she had to, not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up. And I'm sorry. When she later.
Whoa. I want to hear him say that fucked up again.
Not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Like the way he's saying it, fucked up. It's almost like he wants to spit the words out because he doesn't even believe them. You ever have like word salad, which you know what I mean? When you talk like that, whenever you're having instances like that, you always want to make sure that you're saying things in a coherent manner. But the way this man said, that's fucked up. I feel like he doesn't believe what he's saying, you know? But anyways, let's keep playing.
And I'm sorry. When she later reached out a couple months later to take the video down, I immediately took it down. And I want to apologize to her and her friends for ever putting them in an environment that I enabled that made them feel like their safety and values were compromised. I'm so sorry. I was completely disconnected from the fact that when people were invited to film videos with us, especially videos that relied on shock for views or whatever it was, that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was completely wrong, and I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that. I didn't know.
Hey, man. I mean, this apology video is way better than the first one for sure. So, I mean, I'll give him credit on that. I mean, listen, it's up to you guys. I mean, personally, I have no strong feelings towards him. So, that's my thoughts on the matter. But he's fucking lying. Just looking at his body language. What was this bullshit?
Know this before. It was complete.
Look at this. He says
that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was
See the way he keeps headbanging every time he says never, but he actually means always? Like, bro, come on. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. You can see it in his body language, just the way his lip curls like this. When you see a lip curl like this, right? And the man's doing this, he's lying, bro. He's lying, bro. That's how it'll be. Trust me, bro. I went to the school of bro science, and so I'm super educated on this shit. Now let's carry on with the video.
Completely wrong, and I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that. I didn't know what was going on in that room, and I should have been. I should have been there, and I should have been making sure that everybody involved was taken care of and wasn't uncomfortable.
I agree, man. He literally should have been inside of the room where they were banging to just watch and be like, hey, are you okay? Oh, no, you're passed out. okay, well, you can give me your consent later. Like, I feel like that would have been a sensible thing to do, to just sit in the room while it's happening and film it and be like, hey, is everyone okay? And if they can't answer, it's like, right? And if you guys look, like, as this is going on, right? Like, if you guys look as this is going on, his hair is more like this. His hair is more like this, and the appearance matters. Like, if you come on an apology video and you look disheveled, it almost looks like you were suffering. You never want to come on an apology video and be like, I'm very sorry for all the things. You want to look like you've been crying all night. And this man has fucking nailed it. He's nailed it. You want to know why? Because he's been crying all night. And I feel sorry. And David, thank you.
I don't want to use buzzwords to try to justify this or explain this, but all I can say is people felt like they had to be silent for the sake of my video, and that's not right, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. I also want to acknowledge the women that spoke out against Dom in 2018. I'm talking about Allie, and then I'm talking about other girls that address their problems privately or publicly. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you guys.
I love it. Every time he says sorry, he's just not saying no, you know? And as I'm telling you, I'm an expert. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert. I've gone to school for this shit. Fuck yeah, let's go.
I am sorry that I took Dom's word for what happened in those certain situations, and I didn't believe you. And not only did I not believe you, but I made a joke of what kind of a person Dom was.
All right, man. I think we've gotten the idea. Let's go back to the expert. This guy's my teacher. He's my sensei. He's someone I respect and revere. And I just want to go back to watching his video.
He lowers his gaze. That is a common sign of shame, followed by a very quick smirk when he says that some of the audience could have heard about what's going on. Now, the eyes down in shame and the smirk are two very different facial expressions with vastly different meanings. When you spot these subtle clues, you have a hint that
okay, I gotta look this man up. Who is this man? I gotta look this man up. This man, I know he's my sensei, but he's never used his real name. So let me just, who is this man? He's got a homepage. Let's go check this out. I need to know who this man is. Where has he gone to school? Oh, he got a book. 100. What the fuck is the Kinesics Institute? What is this? This better have a real building in real life. Oh, did this man just... Yo, does this white dude even work? I pretty much guarantee you that this professional looking white dude does not work there. That this is just a stock photo, okay? This is my sneaking suspicion that this whole thing, right? This whole thing is just like the way he makes his stuff look super official. This is my suspicion. Okay, no proof. And he does it by using stock photos of white dudes who are probably like lawyers or some shit. And he calls it the Kinix. Does this even have a real address? Can you call something an institute if there's no building? How do you do that, bro? But again, I'm just talking out my ass. Maybe this man's super legit, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is real. He's got a press room? What's this? Oh my God, this man's all over the world. Let me read this. Oh my God, this man's all over. Let's go. But again, hold up. Let me just Google this. Body language reading psychology. Is it real? I don't know if listen, bro, you know what? I'm just going to stop because I don't know what I'm talking about. So this smells fishy. That's all I'm going to say, but let's keep going.
There's an emotional contradiction inside. Sometimes when a cheater is caught, they could express both shame because they were caught, but at the same time pride because they did what they did. But what kind of personality is capable of showing pride when they are exposed to the public?
If this man says a narcissist, bro, I'm gonna be very. Is this man gonna? Is he gonna call him a narcissist? Is this man a real doctor? If he's a real doctor, he's gonna call him a narcissist from watching videos. It's gonna be really interesting. I don't know if is that even legal. I could be wrong. I feel like doctors have to. I don't know what is going on, man. I'm confused.
That's right, narcissists.
Oh my God. This man really went there. All right.
The narcissistic manipulator enjoys both the process of not being caught and, to some extent, being proud when caught. So that's a body language clue that tells us that Derek Jackson could be a narcissist.
But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true, some of it is completely false. Some of it is true, some of it is completely false.
Damn, don't be zooming in on this nigga's lips. That's sus, bro. I ain't gay. Play that back.
Some of it is true, some of it is completely false.
All right, since all y'all can't see and you guys really want to see these lips because y'all are sus, here you go. This should help you out now. Now you can see his lips a lot better. Let's go.
Right after he says completely false, he presses his lips, which is a clue of frustration or covert anger. He shows that he's angry at false claims about what has happened.
But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derek Jackson was involved with other women. Derek Jackson was involved with other women.
There's a lot to discuss about this.
Bro, how you gonna do my bro Derek dirty like that? How you gonna be like Derek Jackson was involved with other women and you put this picture like, yeah, I did that shit right beside it, man. Listen, this is making me feel bad for Derek, man. This man's killing him.
Clips, but there's one thing that is particularly interesting. Derek's repeated use of the third person when discussing his own actions. This might seem like a quirk, but it's really common. Some of these fans commented their own experience with cheating partners as they spoke about themselves in the third person, claiming that this is a red flag. Well, think about this.
Casually.
Change.
Outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about casually kicking.
Oh, yes. Okay, he clocked it. He's looking at her. Let's go. Let's talk about Miss Danae, Helmet of Salvation. I want to find out what's going on in her head. What is she feeling? Let's go to the expert.
Maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about.
Notice that when he's about to say what he actually did with those women, she lowers her gaze slowly. She feels ashamed at that point. She hasn't overcome that episode yet. Let's see if you can spot Jackson's microexpression in the next.
I mean, of course not. This man cheated and it's all over the internet. Of course she's going to feel ashamed. It's not much of a leap.
Next clip.
I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12
Look how she's saying yes. You see that? She's saying yes because she's like, I got all that info.
years of me knowing her, she knows about it. A roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it.
Hey man, let me know what you guys see. Hold up, let's stop right here. You know what? Put the three emotions in the chat that you think is going through his mind. This one is sadness. This one's ejaculating, and the third one is oh shit, nigga, I got caught. So put the three emotions that you think he's feeling in these three shots, because I don't know what's happening right now. Am I the only one who's confused? No. If you guys can tell me what you guys see, I'll no.
Yes, he's remembering because his eyes drifted to his left, his memory side. But at the same time, he had a micro expression of duping delight. He tries to appear concerned and sad, but just for a fraction of a second, his true feelings show before going back to emotion control.
And now we're finally.
Okay. All right. I don't think I can listen to any more bro science. I think that's going to be it for me. Hey, maybe this stuff is real. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm the one who's ignorant. So I'm not going to say anything because I really don't know shit about this whole thing. I'm just having a little bit of fun reacting to this on live. But I do appreciate the video. Yeah. Someone asked, let me just read a couple of these. Body language expert is a pseudoscience that holds no weight, says Woodley Julien. I know you're clowning the idea, but not all of it is nonsense. On almost every study, there's going to be some that fabricate or misuse. I mean, of course, most bullshit, jobs are based in some measure of reality. But just because there's some of it doesn't make it real. It's like astrology, sorry, but no, astrology is a bunch of bullshit. But there's some parts of it that there's some parts of it that, if you looked at it enough, you'd be like, all right, cool, I could see that correlation. But, because the moon does affect moods or period, because, there's that. But a lot of it's just garbage. And a lot of this, to me, seems like pseudoscience. But what do I know? Yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, chat. Maybe you guys feel different. Maybe you guys feel different. Nonverbal communication is real. I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's not real. What I'm trying to say is the amount that this man is reading into it is what I don't believe. Guys, if someone's making a scowling face at you, yes, you can tell that person is probably angry by the face. But when you read into it based off of the global context, the reason why his brow went down this way is because he was thinking, but then a smile came on his face for half a second, and it's because he felt jubilation about all the terrible things that he did. I'm like, bruh, I feel like some of this is a reach, but that's just me. And there's a reason why a lot of these sciences are never admissible in court. Hold up, guys. If you thought this was real, why is this not admissible in court? You want to know why? It's because it's not as accurate as you guys would like to believe. Because if it was real, like if it was as accurate as you guys would believe, they would literally just have this dude walk into a court and tell you whether or not someone feels real guilt for something. Right? There's a bunch of like these pseudosciences or sciences that are not really like verifiable, that are not allowed in court because you wouldn't want to be determining someone's guilt over science that wasn't concrete. That's why they've outlawed, for example, polygraphs. And even polygraphs, I'll give more credit than this shit. But, polygraphs are not admissible in court, and there's a real reason for that. They're not reliable. Right? So you just have to be careful. You have to be careful with some of this stuff. Maybe there are some better people who read body languages a lot better, But just, guys, remember, a lot of this is speculation. So I wouldn't be like, oh, man, this mine's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm very reluctant to buy into some of this stuff. He's even got a timestamp. Look, he says, let's hear her talk.
Now let's listen to 2 clips of Danae and let's see if you can spot a difference.
So I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level.
Certain aspects of this type of situation, but that does not define who you are. You don't have to stay in bondage to that. You don't have to stay with bitter roots that...
Yeah, she sounds far more confident when speaking alone. Her words are better connected, better voice tone, and a totally different attitude. That tells you that she didn't want to be there when Jackson was doing his apology. Now, watch her eye movements on this.
It's like a mixture of super obvious stuff with little things. It tells you that she didn't want to be there when he was doing the apology. Of course. Who would want to be present while their partner is having to say to the whole world that they've been cheating? You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's honestly, bro, this is like when people do these palm readings. You ever seen people do these palm readings? A lot of it is just you inferring information on the people based off what you can understand, right? And then you make educated guesses. That's all it is. It's just educated guesses. Like, you can look at someone based off the way that they... So, for example, okay, I'll give you guys an example. Me personally, if I'm out and about and I am in a bar, for example, I can tell who in the bar is military. Now, I'm inferring that information, okay, based off of the way that they stand, right? Their haircut, their way of being. Like, you could kind of get a vibe a lot of the times. This doesn't mean that this is very accurate or it's verifiable. I'm just reading into certain habits to get this information. I wouldn't call that a science. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call that a science. What I would call that is just reading certain information and then sometimes being right. But would you call that a science? I don't know if I would. I mean, listen, you know, nobody's saying that micro expressions aren't real. Basically, what we're saying is that this is not a verifiable science. But yes, micro expressions can help you to learn like what anger looks like and this looks like. But you can't always infer. You can't always infer what that disgust or what that discomfort is from. So that's what I'm having issue with. So yeah, he's making a bunch of leaps and it's fine. I think we're all here to just pontificate and have a little bit of fun with this stuff. But somebody sent me this and they're like, you got to check it out. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what I'm looking at. All right, I'm going to wrap it up with this. I'm going to look up this Super Straight stuff because everybody wants me to watch this. All right, here we go.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Kyle Royce, creator of Super Straight. So since TikTok banned me...
Creator of Super Straight. Well, why is this guy talking like he invented Tesla? This man made up a random word. Hey guys, this is Kyle Rittner. I'm the inventor of homosexuals. It's a term I invented for what me and my friends like to partake in. Hello guys, this is James here, and I'm the inventor of demisexual. It's just a...
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Kyle Royce, creator of Super Straight. So since TikTok banned me, and basically anytime I attempt to upload an explanation video, they remove it. I'm going to post it on YouTube here. So first I'm going to play the original video of the Super Straight video.
Damn, he got banned off of TikTok? Congratulations. It's time to grow up. Hey man, yeah guys, this is the fucking CEO of Super Straight, all right? Me and the board members have decided that we're going to disband Super Straight and fucking assimilate into just the general spectrum, you know what I mean? Hey dudes, I'm the business owner of Super Straight. If you ever want to come down to my store because you're fucking straight as shit, come on down and we're going to just give you like a pocket pussy for dudes and like a pocket penis for girls because you're super straight and you're not allowed to buy the other products. Hey guys, I'm the president of Super Straight. So I don't know what I'm doing.
And then I'll play the explanation. Yo guys, I made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called Super Straight, okay? Since straight people, or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. You know, they're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now.
This man went through all this trouble to invent a new gender to describe something that this man was that clear? Was that clear to you guys? Here, let me play that shit back.
No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now because that's just my sexuality, you know?
Okay.
Yo guys, so as most of you know, I'm the original creator of the Super Straight movement.
Oh, hell no. Hey, guys, fucking Kyle Root in the house, man. Fucking CEO of Super Straight. And me and the board members just want to wish you a super straight date, man. What is this shit? What is this? Hey, man, fucking welcome to Super Straight, bro. You go out there and get your fucking skateboard in the back, and you could ride on down this super straight street. Fucking no curves, bro. We don't look left or right. We just fucking super straight forward, man. Hey man, I'm the creator of Super Black. That's like people who've never been mixed or never been slaves. Like fucking, you know, because there's like some people who've got like 2% like Caucasoids. Fuck that. I'm Super Black. And I'm the CEO. I don't know. I'm the creator of Super Straight, bro. All right, let's go.
You know? Yo guys, so as most of you know, I'm the original creator of the Super Straight movement.
Super. Hey, there's a movement out here called Super Straight. I didn't know that shit. Okay, let's go.
The original video was privated, but it has been taken down by TikTok now. And with the extreme amount of hate and threats sent to me, my family, and friends, I decided to make an explanation video. Super Straight was never created to be hateful towards anyone, especially trans people. I created it because I was tired of getting mislabeled with extremely negative.
Why do creators do that? Why do they do this whole thing where they're shooting in one angle here and then like this? Yes, so I felt like I needed to tell you guys something, and now we're going to talk about it for the everlasting day. And if you wanted to know, you can get 50% off my new book, To Heal, We Had to Come Together. My name is Derek Jackson, and I hope you guys enjoy. Like, you know, why would you? I don't know. Is that style appealing to you guys, chat? Yo, put a 1 if you like that. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that's stupid. I remember YouTube also used to be like that. Are we just going full circle? I don't know.
Negative terms for having my own opinions or preferences. Having a different opinion doesn't equal hate. Regardless of my personal opinion or beliefs, I have nothing but respect for the
Yo, bro, I'm not even gonna front you, man. The way that he's filming this video is making me hate him. I don't think I fuck with Super Straight.
LGBTQ community. I do not condone or associate with anybody who's using the term to hate or belittle others. Bottom line of the movement is I think everyone should be able to express their opinion and sexuality freely without being hated or negatively labeled. You don't have to agree with someone doesn't mean they're being hateful, there just has to be a mutual respect between the two. Because at the end of the day, I can't control who I'm attracted to or how my personal boundaries feel. If people want to express these things, let them. It doesn't mean they're being hateful. Don't use Super Straight to spread hate. The Super Straight motto is you do you, love and respect everybody else. So that's pretty much it, guys. I can upload a more detailed explanation if you want. Sub to the YouTube, I'll have more videos coming out. Follow the Instagram, especially because TikTok's pretty much muting anything I try and say. Peace.
Hey man, fucking sub to the YouTube if you want to hear more about Super Straight. Like I've already explained the concept to, but since I'm the CEO, you might need some updates as me and the board members decide to like change things up. Man, I'm fucking Super Straight. Fucking gnarly, dude. Nah, bro, like, man, listen, guys. I'm not transphobic, all right? And I just want a woman who was like born a woman. And so, yeah, if you call me transphobic, I'm like, nah, because I'm not straight. I'm Super Straight. How do I feel about this? I feel like this guy went to such big lengths to just invent something that wasn't necessary. Like, I agree with him. It's just like I wouldn't have called myself Super Straight. I think that shit's corny as hell. But hey. I don't know, Super Straight. Like, who here wants to really be out here in these streets and be like, hey, man, like, what's your sexual orientation? I'm fucking Super Straight, bro. It's like, no, so you're straight. No, I'm Super Straight. Like, I'm so straight, fucking curves don't even exist in my peripherals. Okay? I'm like a one-way street, bro. Fucking things go out. They never come in. Feel me? Super Straight. I'm coming down. I'm fucking Super Straight, bro. There are no streets that like intersect with me. I'm just going straight down, fucking no turns, super straight, and then we jump into the ocean, man. Straight road, fucking surfing, bro. Hey, man, yo, man, fucking follow my Instagram, bro. Hey, man, like, how do I feel about this? Sure. I don't mind it. I don't care. I don't think it should be a controversy. I don't think you should be banned for saying it, but, you know, some people feel some type of way. You know, as far as like as far as like this whole discussion about like, oh man, if you wouldn't bang a trans woman, you're transphobic. Like that shit's stupid, and we all agree it's dumb. I don't think I'd fucking buy products from Super Straight. But as far as like, as far as how I feel about the concept, like yo, live your best life. If you're super straight, be super straight. I just think it's kind of cringe. You know what? I also say this, like, maybe it's just me. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I just don't deal with this kind of talk in real life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I meet trans people that often, one. And two, you know, people ask me, like, would you bang a trans person? I'm like, no, it doesn't evolve into a giant argument. I feel like this is a really online Twitter thing. Personally, the trans people I've met in real life have been super chill. And if you tell them that you're not trying to smash, they're not like, man, you're fucking like, most of them are just fine. So unless you went to some liberal arts college or you spend all day on Twitter, you don't see this kind of stuff unless you look for it. That's been my perspective. Because I never hear this. I honestly never. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. What I'm trying to say is I just don't see it. So I don't know how real it is. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a trans person who responded. Okay. We got 2 trans responses. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, the one I want to hear the most is the blue-haired one, okay? Because I can just tell she going to feel some type of way. So we got 2 choices. We can go to this girl, who's a trans woman. We can go to Blair White, who's going to, you know, obviously support the super straight movement. Or we could go look for someone who's really upset by this. Let's see here. I want to find one with a lot of dislikes, just so I can hear. Here we go.
Hola! In today's video, we'll be looking at the new term that...
Let me just, is there like a... No? Alright, I guess we have no choice.
And if watching Kobe... Sad you to like...
All right. Just a not sorry, you have to...
Pretty, I want... And I'm not a...
A bunch of petitions. Another video.
Last. The tolerance.
Greetings, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video.
God damn, that intro was long. Greetings, non-binary, 2-binary, fucking all people on the spectrum, guys and gals, and I didn't mean to be exclusive, but I kind of was in that last... Greetings! It's like, I don't know. That's a bit much. But hey. Whatever.
So I hope that you are well, and I hope that you are fighting, because there is a lot to be fighting for. As usual, there'll be a link in the description to the page on my website with a bunch of petitions, donations, emails to send to MPs, etc., etc.
Etc., 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 etc. If you'd like to donate to me, etc., etc. The way she says it. You know, in French, we say etc. That sounds kind of cool. It sounds like enchiladas. Etc. Sounds like a nice little dance. All right, sorry.
As someone who used to be a creator on it, I put that out behind me. So I went onto TikTok to go through this, and I remembered exactly why I left TikTok, because my dear lord, it is...
Man, why does this girl look like a ghost and a rainbow got into a fight? This girl is colorful and pale at the same time. It's fucking confusing.
An absolute nightmare. So, if you, like me, do not know what this is, let me explain it to you. So basically, there's this guy who created a whole new sexuality called super straight.
Yo guys, I made a new sexuality.
Pushing the...
You know?
And I just think that this is so stupid.
Insider right.
Wait, was that it? Let me just hear the fucking rest of her.
Twinkling star emoji.
Let me just clarify, right? And there's a lot of trans creators who've talked about this. A lot of trans people say this. It's okay to have a genital preference. For starters, there is a difference between a sexuality and a preference. And I think these people do not understand that.
God, I don't know why these people make this shit so complicated, bro.
They don't understand that at all. They have a preference to a specific genitalia, right? They have a preference for that. That's fine. That's fine. People aren't saying you aren't allowed.
I like how she say, "That's fine. That's fine." It almost sounds like she's about to break down crying. That's what happens, though. You know what I mean? She caught leaning left and right. She's all curved up, and I'm like, bitch, if you was super straight, you would out here be upright talking that shit.
That preference. Super straight thing is a lot of these, mainly men, are saying that, you know, they like, the reason that they're super straight, right, is that
I can't believe people are using this language. This is so weird, bro.
they prefer vaginas. And then you get to the point, though, where it becomes quite apparent that it's definitely transphobic. Is that, what about women who have had bottom surgery? What about them? They have vaginas. You wouldn't know that they were trans. You would have no idea that they were trans unless they told you.
From what I've heard from everyone who's engaged in bottom surgery intercourse, is it's not the same. It looks different. It feels different. I mean, you know, you can categorize it whatever you want, but it's a different thing. And also, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, listen, do whatever surgery you want, do whatever, but like, y'all look different. So, you know, if people are not into it, they're not into it.
Our favorite LGBT publication, Pink News, writes that... sorry, but not sorry. The TikTok users added head.
Do not equal sexuality, right? I have a preference for more feminine attributes, right? Like, I prefer more feminine men. Am I femsexual?
Huh? What?
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. I'm queer with a preference to feminine energy or feminine traits, characteristics, whatever you want to say. That's a preference. There might be exceptions.
Hey, man, I kind of love it whenever I start bringing this up and people bring up Jesus. Jesus is coming soon. Repent from your sins. Give your lives to Christ and keep his commandments. And remember, don't take the vaccine. People really getting up in fucking live stream chats to write this weird stuff.
Who knows? That's just a preference that I have. Someone please tell me. Please tell me when the cis hets weren't shining. They're talking about this whole thing.
What did she just say?
Someone please tell me. Please tell me when the cis hets weren't.
Oh my God, she did not. She did it, bro. She said cis het, cachette. Cachette, you know cis het? That means cisgendered heterosexual. They got these terms. I got called that. Somebody said Abba and Preach are my favorite cis het creators on the platform. I said, bitch, what? Cachette? Because I thought it was cachette when I read it. I'm like, yo, did she just say it was cachette? Turns out it's cisgendered heteronormative or whatever, something like that.
Shining. They're talking about this whole thing as though they're brave and they're strong. And I've seen so many people saying, like, be proud to be super straight. We're rising up. It's our time to shine. We should get a parade. We should have... What? Do these people see how stupid they are? Do these people really not understand what pride is?
Oh, sweetie,
oh my God. This whole conversation is just nauseating. People really spend that much time talking about this, huh? I mean, you know. Why is this guy? Is this guy also super straight? Who's this guy? Why is this for me? What's this? Why did they send me this? What's this? I don't even want to look at this. Hey, man. Is this another apology? I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. If it's another apology, I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, guys, I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing for you, bro. I wish I could give you guys great commentary, but I really stay away from these kind of I really stay away from these kind of conversations. I stay away from this kind of topic. It's just so boring to me, so redundant, man. Just like, stay the fuck out of my business. People want to fuck people who were born females, and just leave them. Okay? If they want to create language that identifies that, that's fine. Leave them. I just don't know why people care so much about who people want to fuck and who people don't. Yo, I don't want to date nobody who's trans. Okay, move on with your day. Keep it moving. Someone comes to me and says, Abba, I don't want to date a black person. Okay, keep it moving. You think I give a shit about people's racial, sexual... Like, just keep it moving, bruh. Keep it moving. Like, why do we care so much? So that's just me. That's just me. I just don't care enough. So that's my thought process on this whole thing. I really don't think it's that much of a big deal. I get that some people are really concerned with this, but yeah. You know what I will do, though? You know what? Just for you guys, what I will be doing is I'll be playing this, and I'll be doing some things. You know? It's just not that important, bro. You know, I just don't care either way. Feel me? I just don't care, man. And I know people wanted me to come on here and like dunk on trans people or some shit, but I'm like, I just don't care about this discussion. Maybe that's weird. Maybe that's strange, and maybe people feel like I should care, but I don't know. I just can't bring myself to care. So, anyways, I'm gonna. All right, then we gonna end this stream like this, bruh. We gonna wrap it up like this. Let's just mind your business, have a good time, dance a little salsa. Feel me? And I think we should all take it easy, right? So. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that matters, man. So anyways, I'm going to end the stream here. The song is going to be out soon, so just be patient. And that's pretty much all I got, bro. So everyone who came to the stream, thank you guys. We'll be back next week, next Saturday, for another live date with a completely different creator. So peace. Do you not respond to the super chats? Mine disappeared. No, Tina Howard, I respond. You know what I mean? I am Confusion. Thank you. My Habesha friend, I appreciate you as well. Some of them disappear, so I can't get all of them. But that's it for today's stream. Peace out.